Welcome to Prep Rally presented by arpreps.com. I'm your host, Vernon Tarver with the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. A lot of basketball action going on right now. Last Tuesday, it was Harrison and Farmington in 5A West action, and Harrison boys 70-58 over Farmington at Cardinal Arena. This Harrison team, folks, they are really good. You know, any team that can hold Matt Wilson of Farmington down, you know they're really good. David Stoller, the Harrison coach, has a great team over there in Harrison. The Goblins are rolling right now. They look like the top team in that conference. We talked to Coach Stoller about his bunch coming over to Farmington and getting it done. Let's hear from Coach Stoller right now.
We did a very good job on defense, and if we feel like if we can get a stop, get the board, we're pretty good in transition. We got some transition baskets, and I think that opened it up for us a little bit. They're a really good team, well coached. Bo does a great job. We feel fortunate to get the win.
Coach, you guys are, 15-4?
Yes.
Kind of describe your season and what you've done so far. I mean, you guys obviously got a lot of great shooters. I think you only missed 2 free throws all night tonight. You guys don't seem like you got any weaknesses.
Well, they're a group of seniors that have played well. They've played together all through the years, and they have really good chemistry, and they're smart players, make good decisions, and when they're doing that, they're fun to watch.
You have a Farmington team that still has a great chance to make the postseason with, like we've mentioned a lot here on Prep Rally, Matt Wilson, one of the top players around, Coach Bo Thompson at Farmington, also giving us his thoughts on a game that really Farmington is competitive in, feels good about some other players around Matt, and here's Bo Thompson giving us some thoughts about their performance as well.
They're by far the best defensive team we played all year. We knew what they were going to do. We knew they were going to take the ball out of Wilson's hands, and they did a good job rotating out of that. And I really thought we did a good job scoring out of it until we had a little lapse there in the third quarter. The main thing with that team is, you've got to get some stops. I thought we got good offensive games from Montez, Staten, and Fenton. I thought, they're all in double digits or close to double digits.
Right.
Which is unusual for us. We're usually pretty, rely really heavy on Wilson to score the basketball.
Right.
When you score 49, 50 points in 2 games, teams are.
You kind of draw that bullseye, don't you?
Yeah, nobody wants that to happen to them, and they weren't going to let that happen.
Right.
You've got to give them credit on that.
In 7A West action last Tuesday, it was the Fayetteville Purple Dogs getting it done against their rivals in basketball, the Red Dogs of Springdale. The girls, 81-72. They were finally tested. This Fayetteville team has really not been tested in conference all year long. Springdale, let's give the shout out at first to Springdale because they led by 10. They looked like they were going to get it done, and then Fayetteville with that depth, with Jasmine Franklin, a strong player in the post, 20 points. She really led the way. But shout out to Springdale for pushing Fayetteville. It was a 9-point win for Fayetteville, easily as close as they've been pushed. And on the boys' side, we want to show you the highlights of Fayetteville's great finish. They lost to Harbor 60-59 on Friday. But here's some great highlights of that game that went down to the wire. Probably our best finish in boys basketball in 7A so far. Check out a down-to-the-wire buzzer-beater finish between Harbor staying on top in conference with a close win on Friday against Fayetteville to stay on top in conference. That was a Harbor victory on Friday. Check this one out. Fayetteville bounces back. Big 65-47 win last Tuesday against Springdale. That was a much-needed win for Fayetteville. Now they're catching up, 2-4 in the league. Springdale drops to 2-4 in the league. This is going to be a fun race for these teams. You've got Harbor, you've got Bentonville at the top, even though Harbor lost a game on last Tuesday to Van Buren. So there's some teams like Harbor and Bentonville at the top, and now these Springdales. You've got Bentonville West, you got Fayetteville in the middle, and that was a big win there for Fayetteville. Speaking of the 7A West, our athlete of the week from games previously, going back to the middle of last week, Ashanti Henry, helped the Bentonville West girls with a big win last week over Rogers Heritage. This was Bentonville West's first ever 7A West win. She goes 12 of 12 from the free throw line down the stretch and helps Bentonville West get their first victory in 7A West play. So you're seeing some highlights of her, and congratulations to her on being the AR Preps Athlete of the Week. Great stuff there. And so that's kind of a rundown, some big games there in 5A with Farmington, some 7A key games, Fayetteville, Springdale, and much more to come. We had some great games as well last week. Pea Ridge and Gravette, man, what a atmosphere as Pea Ridge stays on top. In the boys' side, in 4A, the West Fork girls, we can't forget about them. They're 21-0, folks. Anybody that's off to a 21-0 start, you've got to pay attention to, and we're giving a shout out here on Prep Rally to Rodney Self and the West Fork Lady Tigers, who have not been beaten yet, so we're going to keep an eye on them. So there you go. Thanks for watching this edition of Prep Rally. Stick with us, arpreps.com, our YouTube channel, all our Twitter feeds. We'll be tweeting all this out. We'll be at your gyms, and send us your videos, send us anything, and keep following us here on Prep Rally.